G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I am stepping into the shoes, hypothetically, of Billy Slater, and we are going to select the Queensland team based on how I believe he will select it. So, and I'll let you guys know, what I think should, or who I think should be included in the lineup. But yeah, I reckon I can do this pretty well here in Billy Slater's shoes. So let's get into it. Fullback, look, there's really only one option. AJ Brimson's in good form, credit to him, but there's only one option here, and that is Reece Walsh. Callum Ponga is injured, so he will be unavailable. Reece Walsh is really the only option there. I do hope that he pulls his head in a little bit with these errors, though, because that game last week against the Roosters was pretty bad, to be honest. So yeah, really hope he can just pull his head in a little bit, fix up those errors, and I think we'll be right. All right, on one wing, I'm going Selwyn Cobbo. I think that's how Billy will name one wing, and then the other wing is obviously going to be, if he's fit and healthy, Xavier Coates. Now, a few other options you could go here. So Kyle Feldt's been pretty good this season, but I doubt he gets named. Dane Gagai, another good shout. Like, you could play Holmes on the wing and Gagai in the centres as well, or vice versa, obviously. As I said, Holmes is another good shout. Outside of that, like Corey Oates, potentially. Xavier Savage, he's been in good form. Hammer, if he's healthy, definitely could go there. Murray Taulagi, definitely deserves a shout. But yeah, I think if he's healthy, I think it'll be Xavier Coates. So I think the wingers will be Coates and Cobbo. In the centres, first player picked, I think, will be Valentine Holmes. And the second player, again, if no injury, I think Hammer will be there. Now, if there are injuries to Hammer and Coates, I do think they probably will go with Taulagi. Again, he is also injured. I don't know if he's back yet. I'm not sure. Recording this before the Cowboys game. Haven't looked at the team list. My apologies. But yeah, so you could go if Hammer and Coates are injured. You run Murray Taulagi, and then probably I think Gagai is. I think he deserves a run too. If injury comes up, I think that could be a good backline for us as well. But realistically, I think the best backline. Hopefully, everybody is fit and firing and ready to go. I think that is the best backline there for us. The halves, they pick themselves: Cam Munster and Daly Cherry Evans. Front row is interesting. There's a few ways you could go here. Paddy Carrigan is one. Lindsay Collins another. But I do think Paddy will play another position. We'll get to that soon. Lindsay Collins is pretty much locked into that front row spot there. I actually think Reuben Cotter is a good shout to be named up front. Outside of that, Josh Kerr is another good shout. If Gilbert was injury-free, I'd definitely be going him. Flegler. Outside of that, there's not too many other avenues you could really go with. So I do think, I honestly believe that we go Reuben Cotter up front. I know he's normally better off the bench, and he normally would slot into that second row lock sort of position. But I reckon we name him up front. That's my opinion there. I think we go Cotter and Lindsay Collins up front. I do apologise if I'm a bit sniffly. I am crook, so bear with me. Dummy half, Harry Grant, locked and loaded. And then we'll just pretty much name our backup bench here. Ben Hunt. All right. My lock is obviously Patrick Carrigan. Again, though, look, I wouldn't mind if we went Jermaine Hopgood at lock and Paddy Carrigan in the front row, but I do think that we will go with Carrigan at lock and Reuben Cotter up front. I reckon that's how they'll go. Second rowers, look, David Fafita's a good shout, but I really do believe Billy will bring him off the bench. I think the first player, look, I'm not confident on Nanai. I don't think he's having the best season, to be honest, but I still think he gets named. And then the other second rower, I think, will be, where is he? Jaden Sewer. So I think Sewer gets the other second row spot. He's been phenomenal for the Dragons. So that is my starting 13. Walsh at fullback, Coates and Cobbo in the wings, Holmes and Hammer in the centres, Munster and Cherry Evans in the halves, Cotter and Lindsay Collins up front, Harry Grant at dummy half, Nanai, Carrigan and Sewer in the 13. So the bench, obviously Ben Hunt starts there. You've got Fafita, David Fafita will be another addition. Jermaine Hopgood will make his debut off the bench. And then there's a few options you could go. Jai Arrow's back. I don't know how this injury, because he did sustain an injury on Thursday. I think he'll be all good though, so he won't be named. I don't know. I just don't think he'll be named in the side. Kurt Capewell as well. He's been pretty good this season. I just don't think he's had enough game time. Tino's injured. Bo Fermore's been pretty good too, so he could be another shout. I wouldn't have Mo Fodawaker in the side, to be honest. He has struggled this year. I think you've probably got to go with Tommy Flegler, to be honest. Yeah, that's probably how I'd go there, with Tommy Flegler on the bench. However, look, if you did want to exclude Nanai, I do think that Billy could go with Josh Kerr as well. I think Josh Kerr could be an addition on the bench, and David Fafita could come into the starting side. That's another option, but I do think that this will be the team that Billy names. I think this will be it. Now, I think Josh Kerr comes into this side if Flegler is injured. If Flegler is injured, I think Josh Kerr is primed and ready to go in this side. I also think that there could be a bit of a smoky chat towards Max Plath as well from the Dolphins, but this is how I think Billy will name the squad. So again, let's go through it. Walsh at fullback, Coates and Cobbo on the wings, Holmes and Hammer in the centres, Munster and DCE in the front, and the halves of the front row. Cotter and Collins up front with Grant at dummy half, Nanai and Sewer in the second row with Carrigan at lock, Hunt, Fafita, Hopgood and Flegler on the bench. Let me know what changes you'd make, guys. I'd love to hear from you. Billy, if this isn't the team you name, mate, give me a call up. Happy to come into the coach's box and join you there. Only joking. Partially. All right, but that is going to wrap it up from me, though, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.